Shiba Inu coin news today. If you hold 3 million, you need to see this. Shiba Inu coin price prediction. I think it's clear to everyone that Shiba Inu means business. Far from just being the meme coin that it once was in 2020, SHIB has grown and grown in awareness, partnerships, and prospective projects that should see it begin to rise up the rankings again really soon. A couple of new announcements and an effort to burn large amounts of the overwhelmingly high supply are just the tip of the iceberg for SHIB. But let's jump in and see why if you're holding 3 million Shiba Inu coins, you need to see this to know what's going on. So what's new for SHIB and its efforts to legitimize itself? How are we going to see the price change over the next few months? And what is happening to ensure that we lose a zero as soon as possible? As always, I'm going to answer all these questions over the next few minutes, so make sure that you don't go anywhere and stick around until the very end. In the meantime, please take a moment right now to subscribe to this channel and make sure you ring that bell for notifications, so that way you can be sure to never miss out on any piece of news that could earn you a lot of money. Of course, I want you to be aware that I'm not a professional financial advisor, and you must always be vigilant with your own money, because there's always a measure of risk with any sort of investment. Okay then, if you're all finished subscribing, then let's go ahead and get into this. So first, let's take a quick look at the price of SHIB. At the moment, Shiba Inu is currently in the process of gathering steam to prepare an assault once again on the 30 to 40 millionths of a dollar range. It managed to get there a couple weeks back, but has since been sitting in the mid-20s for the past few days. This is fine, as other coins are fluctuating a lot more and there's less to worry about with SHIB than with many other coins. At this point, a good bullish run would see SHIB shoot past 35 millions and possibly land at 40 millions, which is great news if you're someone who's invested during the down period at the beginning of the year. Anyway, back to the topic then. Now, plenty of people are paying very close attention to what SHIB has been doing lately because of the new announcements. Of course, Shiba Inu's development team are so proactive that there's almost a major announcement every week, and with good reason, as a lot of people have a lot of great ideas on how to assist Shiba Inu. The coin has become one of, if not the, most popular community-based tokens on the market today, with over 1 million holders in the loyal SHIB army and partnerships galore on the horizon. Besides those that have already been announced, it's easy to see why Shiba Inu coin is getting so much attention day in and day out. In the last year, Shiba Inu coin had managed to amass a number of high-profile partnerships in excited companies that really wanted to do business with the K9 coin. The platforms that have already decided to list SHIB include BitPay, Kraken, Gemini, BitOX from Taiwan, and Bit2Me from Spain. All of these allow Shiba Inu to be used by other platforms too then, like for example Newegg, the technology seller. Newegg proudly announced near the end of 2021 that SHIB was a viable payment method to be used on their platform, thanks to BitPay. This was in response to a tweet about Dogecoin, and of course, SHIB is the Dogecoin killer. Well, apparently. Of course, this led to many other new opportunities for Shiba Inu, as AMC Theaters has made it possible to pay for movie tickets with SHIB, and also Mover and CoinJar, two companies that allow crypto to load credit cards, added Shiba Inu to their payment methods, so technically you can use Shiba Inu coin to pay for anything. Partnerships are good, but the projects Shiba Inu coin's team are working on are the real news. Of course, I've talked about the Oshiverse, Shiba Inu's NFT-based play-to-earn game that's set to come out in 2022. It's currently in development by Playside Games in association with the former Vice President of Technology at Activision, Mr. William Volk, so it's going to be very popular when it finally does come out. But then, of course, the end of 2021 saw the announcement of the Metaverse technology, or Web 3.0 as it's also known, and the likelihood of a completely virtual reality internet in the next few years. Some people think that this is amazing news, while others think it could be the beginning of a tyrannical dystopian future where everything you experience is controlled by the people who create that experience. But who knows? For now, Shiba Inu doesn't want to be left out. There are a number of games in development with the Metaverse in mind. One of these, of course, is the Sandbox, a virtual world that will let you own virtual land, build on it, and create and host games for people to play, build assets, so on and so forth. Now that's an idea that'll become increasingly popular, and led Shiba Inu to announce something that they were calling at first the SHIBverse. But knowing full well that this title was not very good, they said that they'd be changing the title later on. Now, what's interesting is that the community of Shiba Inu coin is one that is exceptionally attached to the doggy dollar, and recently a website sprung up called Shiba Land, which is a metaverse marketplace that aims to build an exclusive virtual market on the metaverse, allowing people to buy, sell, or lease virtual land, create NFTs, and advertise their business to the community. The weird part, though, is that it claims to be inspired by the Shiba Inu community, but has no direct association with Shiba Inu coin. If the SHIB team are paying attention, they would be wise to involve themselves in this project sooner rather than later. The community is definitely strong with Shiba Inu, and Whale Stats recently showed that the community has only gotten bigger in 2022, with now over 1,100,000 active investors holding Shiba Inu. That's great for the community, But there's of course the same problem that has been holding the token back for a while: the supply. Yep, I stated it before and I'll state it again. SHIB has a supply that is so gigantically huge, it pretty much completely restricts the potential for Shiba Inu coin to experience any serious growth. With the current circulating supply of almost 550 trillion tokens available, there's a problem here that means SHIB can't grow beyond much more than a few hundred thousandths of a dollar without causing actual economic trouble to the world. 550 trillion 1-cent tokens would cause SHIB to have a market cap bigger than some country's gross domestic product. And that, my friends, would be really bad. Of course, it can't happen while Shiba Inu has such a massive supply, and so a number of projects have come along to ensure that a lot of tokens are regularly burned. Bigger Entertainment, a crypto record label, is probably the most famous of these, as its CEO, Mr. Stephen Cooper, is highly interested in making sure that SHIB does well. To that end, Bigger Entertainment has been hosting what they call burn parties, online live events that are streamed so that people can watch quality entertainment and pay for admission with SHIB, which then gets sent to a dead-end wallet, removing it from the supply. Thanks to this, Bigger Entertainment recently announced that their Valentine's Day burn party was able to burn over 200 million Shiba Inu tokens. That's not all though, as a very vocal party on Twitter, ShibBurn, has been tweeting regular updates on how much SHIB is being burned through various means. Their website, shibburn.com, allows you to track when tokens are being burned and also shows how you can get involved in burns too. Thanks to the Oshiverse and the Shiboshi NFTs, there are tokens being burned all the time as people take up the offer to be able to give their non-fungible avatars names for $100. All of these projects are seriously coming together to try and shrink Shiba Inu supply as fast as possible. This is not an easy task, of course, as a million here, a million there would still barely touch the 500 trillion plus mark that SHIB has. Every little bit helps, of course, but more needs to happen, because at the moment, if the burning continues at this pace, it's going to take decades to pump up the price of SHIB. Now, if you look at just the last 3 days of Shiba Inu burns, you'll see that about 60 million tokens have been burned, so this is very much an inspiring place to visit if you're beginning to wonder what might be happening with the SHIB price, and if you're contemplating selling. Most commenters in videos like these proudly say that they have no plans to sell their Shiba Inu in the next 5 years, and that they're happy to hold, mostly just because they can see all the positivity and the projects that are happening to try to help the doggy dollar to increase its price. Thanks to an incredibly loyal fan base, the SHIB army, Shiba Inu coin is far from out because of its supply. In fact, the community of over 1.1 million people, the projects and partnerships that it has fostered, and the new ways to burn the tokens mean that the best days for SHIB are still very much ahead of it. So if you're one of those people who is holding more than 3 million tokens, you could be seeing the price shoot up very soon. So guys, would you consider burning some tokens so that the others in the supply would increase in value? Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. And of course, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe to this channel with your notifications turned on so you can stay up to date on all things related to SHIB. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.